Hi, I'm AJ Galani, an AWS and Google authorized instructor. In this series of videos, I'm going to talk to you about two different GenAI tools for developers that will help you write, fix, and even review your code. So in this video, I'll introduce Amazon Q Developer and give you a demo. And then in another video, I'll talk about Google's Gemini Code Assist and give you a demo there as well. If you're a developer, I'm sure you've used a large language model like ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok to help you with your code, perhaps writing your code, fixing your code, generating unit tests for your code. And this has certainly become my first go-to whenever I'm stuck, and then looking at something like Stack Overflow. But what I found was that using those large language models as they are, like going to the websites to do all these tasks, is a lot of going back and forth. Let's have a look at that now. So I think the following would be a typical workflow when you're interacting with your LLM as far as developing code goes. So let's say we have our LLM, whatever it might be, ChatGPT, Gemini, or Grok, or anything else. What we would do there is prompt the LLM to generate some code. Perhaps create me a function that would convert numbers into Roman numerals. The LLM would think about it. It would generate some code. Then back in our IDE, what we would do is paste that code into our IDE. So this going back and forth between the LLM and your IDE, of course, it's going to be time consuming and disrupt your coding workflow. So this is where a tool like Amazon Q Developer or Gemini's Code Assist can really help, because the generative AI tool is integrated right within your IDE. So therefore, you prompt the large language model right within your IDE, get your responses right there. Okay, so enough talk. Let's actually have a look at this in the demonstration. Here we are in my IDE. I'm using PyCharm Pro Edition, and I've already installed Amazon Q in this IDE. It was a pretty simple install. If you go to the settings of your IDE, go to plugins, and here you could see Amazon Q. If you just search for Amazon Q, you can install that. You do need an AWS Builder ID to start using it. So you authenticate using that Builder ID, and then you can start using the free version that I'm using right now. And just to note as well that Amazon Q is also available for other IDEs too, like VS Code and a whole bunch of others. Now also over here, you could see I've got a really simple Flask application. And if we open up the main.py file, you could see it's a fairly simple Flask app. Now, let's pretend that this is the first time I'm looking at this code. I've never seen it before, and I want to make sense of this code. Let's see if Amazon Q can help explain the code. So you can see there's a chat window that you could open up here. Let's go ahead and expand that out. And you can start asking questions to Amazon Q about your own code. Let's type in, explain this code. All right, so it's given us, if we just scroll back up over here, it's given us a fairly extensive explanation of this code. And at the beginning over here, it says, this code is a simple web application built using Flask. that converts numbers to Roman numerals. And that's exactly what this code does. And gives us a little bit more explanation about each aspect of this code. Now, this is a full explanation of the entire code. What if I just want an explanation about one function? So let's go ahead and I'll highlight one function and I'll right click and click on the Amazon Q menu item and explain code. And here we could see it gives us a step-by-step or line-by-line explanation of this function over here. Now that we've asked Amazon Q to explain this code, let's go ahead and try to run the code itself. So let's put this chat window aside. Let's go ahead and start this application. And there we go. So simple web application here. I put in a number, convert it into a Roman numeral. So one pretty easy one. It works okay. Let's try 5. That seems to work okay as well. Let's try 10. That works okay as well. Let's try something a bit more difficult like 59. All right, now here we could see a bug. If you know Roman numerals, you will know that the Roman numeral for 59 is actually LIX, not what they have here. So let's go back to our code and explore this further. And we have imported another module that I've created, Roman converter. And let's open that one up. So this is a function, number to Roman. It converts the number into Roman numerals, but I would say that bug has something to do with this function right over here. Let's see if Amazon Q can help out in fixing this. So let's open up the Amazon Q chat. And we'll just kind of make a little bit of space here and type in, create a fixed version of number to Roman function. So without kind of explaining that this function converts Roman numerals to, so numbers to Roman numerals, it automatically recognized that. That was kind of pretty cool there that it did this. And it generated a function that would actually do what I want it to do. Now, there's another way that we could do this over here. Instead of me copying and pasting it over here, we could go slash and use this function of the agent over here, /dev, and type in the same thing, create a fixed version of number to Roman function. So that took about a minute to do. And what we have over here is the code suggestions. And if we have a look over here, we could see the differential between what it's suggesting and the actual code. So this is what it's suggesting over here. And also you'll notice that it's created a unit test as well. So let's go ahead and accept the Roman convert.py. Let's accept the changes to that one. So I could also, so you could see there that we could also use this to generate unit tests as well. So let's go ahead and see, let's put this away and let's see if this actually works better now. So let's run that. main.py. Let's come back to the home page and let's try 59. Fantastic. Now that actually works. The function actually works okay. Now, one thing I constantly forget to do is generate comments for my code. So let's go ahead and again use Amazon Q to see if it could generate comments for us. All right, so let's type in, or we could actually use that dev feature again, add comments to main.py. Now let's have a look at what it's suggesting over here. All right. So as you can see, it's color coded, all the changes that it wants to make over here, the differences, 9 differences that we could see over here. And yeah, look, that's a lot of comments over here, more than what I would have put in myself. So that's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and accept that. So what's great is that with Amazon Q is you could check what it wants to suggest, and it could go ahead and modify your files for you, your code for you, based on what it suggests for you. So let's go ahead and run this application one more time. And come back over here. So here we haven't changed the application. And what I want to show over here is that this web application is fairly basic in terms of its appearance, right? I mean, we're using standard HTML, no styling whatsoever, no colors. Let's see if Amazon Q can help make the appearance of this application better. So before we do that, let's have a look at those template files. So we got our index.html, as you could see, fairly standard, and same with this convert.html. So let's go into our Amazon Q chat and go to /dev and type in /dev make this HTML template look better. All right, let's have a look at what it's suggesting over here. So let's look at the index.html. Or I like what I see so far. There's some styling that is added in there. Fantastic. And same with the convert.html as well. So I'll just go ahead and I'll accept all changes there. Fantastic. Now let's go into our main.py and run that again. Let's come back over here and we'll refresh the page. Straight away, you can see that looks a lot better. So let's go ahead and put in 1. All right, fantastic. And put in 59. Let's put in 3,999. And I assume that is correct as well. That's the end of the demo. Just note that I only showed you a few things that Amazon can do. There are more things that we can explore. For example, like building CloudFormation templates or using it for operational purposes. There is a CLI tool called QChat, and you could prompt it about your AWS resources. For example, show me my running EC2 instances in US East 1. And then you could also use it for analyzing cost. So we just touched the surface there. Let me know in the comments if there are other things that you would like to see on Amazon Q, and I'll look at making a video on that as well. I've also created another video on Google's Gemini Code Assist, and the link for that one is in the description below. Also, just before you go to that one, just a note that I am an AWS authorized instructor and also a Google Cloud authorized instructor as well. So if there is a specific tutorial you'd love to see next, drop a comment below and let me know. Also, if you're interested in leveling up your skills with an official AWS or Google Cloud training class led by me, connect with me on LinkedIn. All the details, again, are in the description below. So I'll see you in that next video, part 2 of this series focused on Gemini Code Assist. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in that next video.